Salute and thank you, Nerd Soul. Oh yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing this Street Geek and Nerd Soul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. Look. Oh yeah, Star Trek time. Star Trek. Look, they back. We back. We back with some more Star Trizet. Now, I'm gonna go on and throw it off over here because we ain't alone. We are with the cinematic sorcerer. Sir, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. This is Solar Gray, the cinematic sorcerer, coming at you from the Wizard's Tower. And we got hit. It was not cool.
Oh, oh man, it is a glorious day. You know what? We have a show called Starfleet Academy, and if you're brand new to the channel, shouts out to you. Thank you for coming through. You know, this isn't going to be like a straightforward review. We kind of just talk about the show in general. It's definitely spoilerific, and we're going to be all around. But if you did not know Starfleet Academy was out, and you just caught and you want to pause and come back, Starfleet Academy. The synopsis is: young cadets trained to become Starfleet officers as they deal with friendships, rivalries, and romance, all while facing a mysterious threat to both the Academy and the Federation. Man, don't you hate it when you gotta go to school and deal with mysterious threats? It's tough out there, man. It's not easy. But
you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, right?
Oh man.
So I'm like, oh, great, Starfleet Academy. Have to deal with that kind of stuff. Well, welcome to it, kids. Yeah,
well, I will say that I was ahead of my time with a discussion. I'm once again going to say that I was ahead of my time with a discussion that I had with a friend of mine. Shouts out to Avery. You know what I'm saying? Also, Avery, thank you for your service. I know you're still serving. That's why you in some other country and I can't never know where you at. But anyway, thank you for your service and thank you for what you do. But we were talking about Star Trek back when the first J.J. Abrams movie came out. And I can't remember what, I know that's in a different universe, but when that movie came out, when that movie came out, there were a group of people like kind of off to the side talking about, you know, Star Trek needs to come back and Star Trek isn't doing anything with the property. And I remember saying Star Trek needs an animated series and then they need a show about younger people, maybe like some cadets. And I was like, if they had an animated series, they'd be able to get the younger people in. And if they had like something about the cadets of the academy, you could get like the young adult people. This is way back when that movie came out. And I said that. Now, once again, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a TV prophet, y'all. You know, we got Star Trek Prodigy, which was cool. They did, I know in season 2, they kind of slacked off in a couple of episodes on the animation, but it was still dope. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Wesley Crusher and everything coming through, getting his time magic on. But now we also have Starfleet Academy. So I'm gonna throw it off to
Lower Decks.
Oh yeah, Lower Decks, straight up adult comedy. Yeah, Lower Decks, they had 4 seasons. 4, and it's the wacky funniness that I enjoy. At Lower Decks is extremely good. Oh, so I'm gonna throw it to Solar. We got 2 episodes out. Starfleet Academy. How are you feeling?
So it's interesting because in the first episode, I was thinking, you know, let's see where they're gonna go with this. When it comes to Star Trek, all right, they're doing so much stuff with the different periods in Star Trek.
Yeah.
That you kind of need a primer before you go in. Because you got Discovery that started before the original series, and then time jumped way ahead.
Way.
You got Voyager. Well, not Voyager. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. It's got the person.
Enterprise.
Their captain, huh?
Voyager, no. Enterprise, Deep Space Nine.
Captain Pike's show. Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds, which is a prequel to the original series.
Yeah.
But it might be in a different timeline because it's a spinoff of Discovery.
Yeah.
Then you got Picard, which is a continuation of the Prime timeline. So essentially, it seems like the writers are going, "Hey, you guys looking for continuity? Shut up. Just take a Star Trek thing. Just take one."
And I'll say this real quick. Pause on that point. This is what Star Wars should be doing. This is got the old Republic. You can jump in the future. You can jump in the past. You can tell all types of stories. I love the Skywalkers too, but everything ain't got to be about them. And everything doesn't have to be a pet project of Filoni. I know I hurt some feelings, but let's be honest. Now let's get back to Star Trek.
All right. Well, on that whole front, okay, on that whole front, so I didn't quite know what timeline I was looking at, and that affected my first 5 minutes because I'm old head Trek, all right, and how can I put this? Star Wars tends to be for people who like action and conflict and really easy to follow storylines. Okay. Doctor Who is for people that really like wacky sci-fi. Okay, just wacky. Because sometimes it can be science fiction, sometimes it could just be a weird adventure show. But it's for people that are like, I'm looking for escapism. Let's play with this. Oh, they're actually doing history in this one. Cool. But Star Trek has always been for dreamers. Always, from day one. It was,
which is why this show is also depressing.
Yeah. And Deep Space Nine started going in a darker way. Discovery really went to a dark place. And
I love both of those shows.
Yeah, in that first 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel like Star Trek. This is okay. You got mean people doing cruel stuff, and hey, all right, the Federation's here. What?
They said it was right after the burn. So remember, this was a much different type of Federation. And like you, I had to pause it. I was like, whoa, when is this set? I was like, they just mentioned the burn. I was like, whoa, where is this during? And so it says that it's somewhere around the 4th season of Discovery.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and once I saw that, I'm like, okay, so the Federation has been gone for a little while. The universe got dark again. Okay, now I got my footing. Let's take a look. Okay, jerky guards. Okay, really buff young man.
Homie make you be like, I need to do some push-ups like today.
I mean, he's got all them trapezius muscles and deltoids. I mean, they're just out there.
I was like, my man, his arms were ridiculous. I was like, all right.
And I'm like, wait, is that Paul Giamatti? Oh, Paul Giamatti is Paul Giamattiing all over the screen.
And I love it.
Yeah. I mean, we love Paul Giamatti. All right, let's face it. But
like, on one hand, I wanted him to kill him, but I was like, I don't want him to stick around a little bit.
Yeah. And then I saw the Admiral from Discovery, season 3, season 4, and I'm like, okay, I know what timeline we're on. The universe kind of sucks right now, so let's see where this is going.
But they're trying to pull it together. And we got my favorite engineer. She's teaching.
Which one?
They found her in like season 3. What the one she's always snarky. What is her name? Keep going. I'll pull her up. But oh man.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now, but I'll pull it up. I'll find her. I'll go see. IMDb. Let's see.
Yeah, the comedian. And the thing that got me though was, okay, this is good. I'm really just thinking hard about that first episode because I've talked 100 times on your show about the Star Trek curse.
Oh, I don't think this is a curse.
No, all right, let me give it at least 2 seasons to find its footing.
Okay.
And it becomes Star Trek. you know, took Deep Space Nine a little bit, took Next Generation 3 seasons, it took Enterprise a season and a half. You know, I mean that's just the Star Trek thing. It's going to be at least 10 episodes before you really know what you're looking at. And this one I don't think is going to suffer from the curse. We got good character introductions to almost everybody.
Jet Reno, that's her name. Sorry.
Yeah, Jet Reno. And Reno is
we love Jet
engineers. Okay. But I was really hoping to see Tilly. That Jet.
Yeah, she's supposed to be. Is she like? Didn't she become a recruiter?
No, she became a teacher at the academy.
Okay, because I couldn't remember if she was recruiting for the academy, or I knew she was doing something for the academy. So we'll probably see Tilly sooner or later, I assume.
Probably this season. But the thing is, I did not expect to see Holly Hunter.
Oh yeah.
All right, Mrs. Incredible. Let's see what you're going to do. Oh, you're terrible. You're terrible. You're separating a kid from his mom.
Yeah. Okay. So that scene, I was like, I understand what she did, and what she did is wrong, but it also seems they didn't really say it. Now this could be writers not caring and just trying to move along. Like I was like, well, where's his dad? Can we give him the dad or grandma or something? Like he just becomes a ward of the state. But I guess for story expediency, we ain't got time for all that. But since we didn't have time, I'm like, man, can't she serve out a house arrest or something? Because I mean, he, as we know, he doesn't have anyone else. So right. that was rough. And then of course Paul Giamatti is just lapping it up.
He's just like, is that a piece of scenery over there? No.
So all right, on my end, I know I'm a much different Star Trek fan than you, because I came into Trek, I watched Star Trek because Mom watched Star Trek. So that's kind of what it was. So Deep Space Nine, I couldn't really follow it because at the time when this is old school TV, y'all. Like they would just play episodes all out of continuity. You didn't know it was just Deep Space Nine was just on. So I probably saw the same episode 4 or 5 times.
Something called them reruns. You see, you would get the original run of the show, and then afterwards they would just put on a random episode while you were waiting for the next season.
Not in order or anything. So I didn't really know anything about Deep Space Nine except that it was a space station and there was people there. That's all I knew. But then when it came on Netflix and I could actually watch it in order, then I was like, oh, okay, this show is dope. Discovery is another show that Discovery is a show I was locked in from day one.
Oh yeah, we covered every episode, remember?
Yeah, and this is a show that I was locked in, like, man, maybe about 15 or so minutes in, 10, 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, I like this. And it also makes me depressed because, once again, like I said, we could be living in Star Trek. We could be living in Star Trek. It could be awesome and beautiful, and we could be striving for the best of ourselves. And like my boy said, no, we are heading towards, Ghost in the Shell, Blade Runner, and then probably after that devolving into Mad Max. Like we are not going to the Star Trek future. We can forget it. I don't even think we can put brakes on this right now, but I gotta
stop you on that.
Like hyper technology, hyper wealth, hyper, poor, but you can forget Star Trek. I think we've already passed maybe.
All right. So
that's why this show hurts my feelings.
As you said, we are different Star Trek fans. And as the dude who knows the lore, okay, you can't give up that kind of hope, because the Star Trek universe went through all that first.
Okay. Yeah, because they talked about it
bro.
They talked about it in
episode 1 of The Next Generation, where they went
and
through
Picard. They referenced it, right? Didn't they talk about?
Yeah.
But see, I haven't seen that. So since I haven't seen it, I don't really know.
Well, watch the movie Star Trek First Contact. Okay?
All right, cool.
Because it wasn't until the aliens showed up that we became Starfleet, and that's what the whole show Enterprise is about. It's about us
Oh,
meeting aliens because we had faster than light travel finally. And that was when Vulcan was like, oh, okay, so they're finally spacefaring. Let's tutor these fools. But before that, okay, before that moment where we left a warp signature, no, we were pretty much where we're going. That's just what it was.
gotcha.
It was bad. We essentially went um Blade Runner, Terminator, Mad Max, and then a wacky scientist in the redwoods created a warp engine, and then the Vulcans found us.
Ah.
Okay,
I mean, I guess it's better than like the Klingons finding us, I guess.
well, or the Romulans.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
yeah, the Robin. Yeah, yeah, I guess it's yeah. But yeah,
So,
that's
so
another
there is
thing.
hope for the future. It's just we're gonna go through some dark stuff before we get to utopian planet. All right, that was just kind of the thing.
Another thing I love about this show,
Mhm.
because I love this show. Another thing I love is it makes me remember the better parts of teaching. The better parts of teaching when like because the kids are excited about, well, in this case they're not kids. I mean, they're like young adults sort of, so but they're excited about what they're
We can
doing.
call them greenhorns. Yeah.
Yeah, they're excited about what they're doing. We're exchanging ideas, we're learning from each other. The beautiful part of teaching, because look, guys, I know we see online all the time, like I remember too, the lady in, I think it was Georgia, the kid broke her leg and she got fired. Like,
Mhm.
I see those videos, and then I also know that they're pushing these kids through, and the kids can't read, and they're a senior in high school. I get it. I mean, shoot, y'all saw Kai Cenat, the boy can't read nothing. But, but, but teaching, teaching can be beautiful. I know. Look, it
Well, coming
look.
from the
It
standpoint
says
of
it
a
says
teacher,
if y'all believe in the scriptures, it says in the scriptures that He will be with us in all generations. So we can't just throw away a generation just because sometimes they do be tripping, but old people be tripping too. So it's like, look, teaching is still awesome. It
look,
just
I'm gonna tell
it's
you that
tough.
as a teacher, it is not A for the faint of heart, and
No,
two, it is not something that people do for the reasons that you become something. It's up there like nursing and plumbers, it needs to be done. And the people who do it are the ones that care.
yeah.
I mean, just straight up.
And
Because
then that's why in schools you see the young ones that care, the old ones that are burnt out. Every now and then you got a old one that still cares, but usually they're burnt out. And the sad thing is, similar to, I'll jump on this point and jump off. Similar to foster care, the
okay,
kids really aren't the reason that you're burnt out about it. It's the
no,
adults that are doing stupid things.
or
I'm pretty sure, I'll just say this. I'm pretty sure no matter where you are that is watching this, DSS in your city is horrible. I'll say that. I can
well,
almost guarantee.
I ain't gonna
I
get
can
on.
almost their organization, and it's that makes you not want to do this. The kids
I'll
are
tell you,
awesome. The kids are fine.
tell you quite honestly, the thing that kept me from teaching in a school is administration, parents, and budgeting. Those are the three things. Notice
Yep.
the kids weren't on that list.
Nope.
Okay. But yeah, when it comes to administration doing everything they can to squeeze a dollar out of the state and the state not wanting to give dollars, and then parents acting like because they made that kid is incapable of not doing homework or not understanding something or not caring. Uh, you know,
And
um,
then also
it's a rough job. It's a
also
rough.
the system doesn't allow simple things like, for instance, there was a big fight, I think it was Virginia 2017 or whatever, about filming in classrooms because they were like, hey, you know, parents bring issues, and it would be real easy to shut these issues down if we just had, and not saying that we would use these cameras to like exploit. No, we would just, it would just be like when you come in and say, hey, Timmy didn't do this, you can be like, well, as you can see, Timmy definitely did that. And he super duper did that, and I don't want to have to argue about it anymore.
See, I'm not down for that. What I really want is for administration to have 3 words that they're willing to use. Just 3.
Okay.
You know what those 3 words are?
What?
Bring it on. Just bring it on. Because everything they do is based on not wanting to get sued and not wanting their budget cut. So if the school board will look at the parents and say, bring it on. I'll see you in court. I'll sue this school because my kid, Tommy, got hurt. Ma'am, he was in football practice. I'm going to sue the school. Bring it on.
It's like, well, see, I was there. I'm the teacher. I was there. See, Johnny jumped over to Timmy and hit Timmy and took his book. So Timmy uppercut him. Now, see, if Johnny was sitting down, like I had told everybody at the beginning of the class, Johnny wouldn't have got uppercut. So Timmy actually isn't that guy. We're
going to sue you for negligence. Bring it on.
But it's but as someone who taught film production and editing at LAUSD, and the kids are awesome. There's a couple kids, but kids were awesome, man. And that's the awesome part. Like watching this, I was like, this is the awesome part about teaching. Like this is the cool part. And then also having them right beside War College is interesting too.
Yeah. So, but back to Star Trek.
Yes.
So we get to meet 3 teachers in the first episode. We get to meet Mrs. Incredible. And again, like I love Holly Hunter. I really do. I think I really loved her in Raising Arizona.
Oh man, yeah.
Even liked her in Man of Steel. Okay, I really did. Or BVS rather. Everybody loves Mrs. Incredible. Okay. I like that she's doing something different as a captain.
Yeah, because she's kind of like the mom of the crew.
And that's exactly what she's leaning in toward. But Holly Hunter, as an actress, takes a lot of maternal roles. That's just how she rolls. That's just, you need a mom. Let's call Holly Hunter.
I got it.
You need a mom to tell off George Clooney for "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Let's call Holly Hunter. You need a mom of superhero kids. Let's call Holly Hunter. You need a senator that's willing to be a mom to a chihuahua and amphetamines. Call Holly Hunter. That's just how it goes. But watching her as a captain, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of see where they're going with her. And she's got a little bit of Kirk. She's got a little bit of Picard. She's got a little bit of Pike. We'll see how that goes.
I enjoy the free spiritedness. Like the bare feet, how she sits in the chair. Just like she's more like, hey,
Archer. She's got a lot of Archer in her.
Oh man.
But she doesn't bring a damn dog on the ship. Anyway. But it's the rest of the crew that really had my attention, even before the students. It is great to see Robert Picardo again.
Yeah, because that was a great connection between, at least from what I know, Prodigy, because they referenced Prodigy. And thank you for referencing Prodigy, because you made me realize that I never finished the second season, which I have like 2 episodes left. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch these 2 episodes, then I'll go back and finish Prodigy.
Right. However, Number one, the actress is not going to roll out of the park, but I don't like the role.
Oh, which one?
Jem Hadar raised by Klingons.
Oh, okay. What is it? Laura. Let me see. Laura Thok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the actress. Love the way she's playing the role. I don't like the role. Only because, okay, I get it. Kids need a disciplinarian, but I'm tired of the Trinidad mom trope. She might be a Jem Hadar, but she's coded like a Trinidad babysitter.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
And I'm like, please stop yelling. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the yelling for 3 reasons. One of them's personal, but the other 2 are Starfleet Academy. There's a really big debate, and this is why Star Trek is politically divided. Okay? We got Starfleet. Starfleet projects that they're explorers, but they're run like a military. So which are they? And I find that one side of the political aisle leans toward they're a military and they should be doing conquest. And the other side is going, they just want to see the world and help everybody be better. So that's a divide there. So when we get our young, cocky, angry recruit, you know, yeah, she gets him in line, but all she does is yell. And I'm like,
gotcha.
Themed military, and I'd be cool with the military thing, but I would rather it had been a character of a different species.
Okay.
You know, or more to the point, if the character hadn't been coded to be the angry black mom.
Gotcha.
You feel me on that?
I got you. I see, and I definitely see where you're coming from with that, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, they about to get in trouble with this. But yeah, she is kind of like the angry black mom. Now I will say I do like her juxtaposed against Jaden Craig. I'm pretty sure I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Jaden Craig is interesting because he's more of a pacifist kind of Klingon. Maybe not pacifist fully, but he's on the pacifisty line of Klingonness. Yeah. So I am interested to see how he plays out, especially with him and Caleb kind of being kind of offsetting one another sometimes.
He's gonna snap, and we saw that in the first episode, where homie took the glasses, and then he was
the little, what is it, binoculars or whatever.
Yeah, and then he loped up on the dude, and he's like, "Don't." I'm like, dude, he about to hurt you. Like,
yeah,
he's very much written as the character that's like, the only reason that I don't fight you is because I don't want to hurt you type person.
You know what? He's gonna end up being like who was the dude in the last? I think it was either second to last or last season in Discovery. We didn't even know he had skills like that. It was a doctor. We didn't know he was like some ex-military super green beret dude. We had no idea.
You're talking Strange New Worlds.
Oh, Strange New Worlds? Oh, okay, sorry. Strange New Worlds.
Yeah. And it's like,
we had no idea.
That
and then it was like,
yeah, that he was pretty much a Bajoran refugee that was like, dude, I've been fighting in the field in Civil War forever.
Yeah, he's like, I've been a fighter for a minute. I try not to fight because I don't want to hurt nobody.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely see that character as an homage to him.
Okay.
What I do gotta say is kudos to the makeup department, because Klingons need dreads. I will die on that hill.
Gotcha.
My boy was looking tight.
So I like that. The doctor being back was dope. I even dig the what's his name? Darum and Genesis.
Mm.
And I really, really like Sam, just because Sam is Tilly. I like look.
Uh,
You know what? I hated Tilly at first. I will admit, I hated that girl. I could not stand her. And you know what? They went to the mirror universe, and she stepped up. She stepped up in a way that I did not expect, and I'll always respect Tilly for that. That girl, look, she's all right with me.
yeah. So Sam is a weird one for me. Um, Again, there's always like when you sign up for a Star Trek show, you're signing up for a bunch of archetypes. That's just what's going to happen.
Gotcha.
Okay? You've got your level-headed one, your hot-headed one, your improvisational one, your I guess you could say let's just say your promiscuous one,
Oh,
and then you've got your Pinocchio character. So every Star Trek has a character that is
gotcha.
a human and wants to be more human. It started with Spock and it just kept going. I don't care if it's Data, Odo. I
Gotcha.
forgot the two were on the Doctor.
Yeah.
And I forgot who it was on Enterprise, but every single, our boy Varu.
Oh, what is it? Saru.
Yeah, our boy Saru, and then the Discovery herself. So you're always
Mm.
gonna get I'm an alien and I like humans and I want to be one. So I saw that with Sam. As soon as I found out that that she's a photogen. And I'm like, okay, so they created more hard light holograms, and I'm like, good. I've been wondering what they're going to do with this technology since Voyager.
Yeah, and I was also like, okay, so how? You know what? I guess I'm not going to ask how that works. I'm gonna just let you be a character.
Yeah,
Like, look, we're stepping into pseudoscience and stuff, so just let it be.
yeah, exactly. Tachyons for the deflector dish, fine.
Yeah.
Um, you know, so I took a look at her, and my favorite line from episode 1
Mhm.
was, I will be able to get through this with a lot less cheerfulness. And I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I get it. Because it's like, God, stop smiling. Please. Stop
And
smiling.
see, I actually enjoy that. I do. I won't lie. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. Like, so the setup is there. I like Admiral Vance. So we're getting some characters that we kind of already know. We're kind of baked in, and then we had some new characters that I'm at least jumping on too quickly, where I dig them, and I think them sort of mobilizing in the first episode was a good way to ingratiate at least me to the characters,
I
because
agree.
seeing them be like, you know what, okay, we're gonna figure this out, and then working together, even though was it Caleb and Darum, they had their little beef already,
Oh, they
because
hate each
Darum,
other.
oh yeah, and
And
then of
I'm
course
like,
the
wait a
fact that they're in
second.
the same
We
room
got,
together, I was like,
yeah,
plot
yeah.
made this happen.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, do we have Deku and Bakugo? No, we've got Bakugo and Bakugo. Okay. All right. I'm fine.
Oh man, so
Uh,
that thing of them, kind of hating each other, but still being, I guess, focused enough to say, hey, look, we got to get this done. I was like, cool, we
yeah,
can we
but
can
they
roll with
set up
this.
love triangle, and I'm like, no.
Did, I don't know. I thought
Those
I
two in
was
Genesis.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
thought I saw that, but I was like, well, maybe not. So because the
it's gonna
reason I
be
say maybe
two
not is
young
because when
guys fighting over the hot girl, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't need this.
what is it, when second episode, when the ambassador came in, I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe not, because it seemed like he was like, oh, never mind.
That
I mean,
was for that episode.
oh, okay, he was like episode 3, it'll be back.
Yeah,
Well,
or episode 5. Essentially, it'll be back as soon as the other one actually starts getting attention. That's pretty.
oh, okay.
The love triangle is never about who gets the girl; it's who stops the other one from getting her. You know,
Oh, okay. All right. Because
learn
at
you
first,
nothing from Stranger Things.
well, see, at first I was thinking that it was going to be a triangle, but when the second episode happened, I was like, okay, well, maybe not. Because when old girl came for the ambassador, like he ain't said a word about Genesis. He was like, It's like I'm good.
Yeah, and
It's like,
again, in Genesis of the Kid Crew, that's
mhm.
your Kirk, that's your Riker, that's your. I'm gonna roll some dice and I'm gonna make everything up as I go along, but I'm gonna pull it off at the end of the day.
It'll be alright.
That's who I am, you know. Um,
Oh, so I did like that. But yeah, man, between the doctor and Sam, and of course like the doctor singing opera, I was like, word, and then like Sam even bothering
Ricardo was a
him.
trained singer, and he never got the shot on Voyager.
Ah,
And I think Scott Bakula got the shot on Enterprise because I think it's a writer in Scott Bakula's contract that he has to sing in everything he's contracted for. But but Robert Picardo is a trained opera singer, so he didn't get his shot
okay.
Voyager, but now they're making it a plot point.
And
And
also, I like that the referenced him as a novelist again because they referenced it in Prodigy that he was a
okay,
novelist.
you know,
So I like that. So these little
so
touches, I like how they pay you off for watching the other things in a way that isn't. They don't spend all day, but they let you know like, oh, okay, like he's still writing and so oh, okay, that's nice. So all in all, I dug the first episodes. I like the fact that we're seemingly getting a long-term villain in the Val.
yeah,
What are they? The Valorian,
yeah,
whatever. What? Look,
a
those
new
bad guys.
something. I think they're Klingon hybrids.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because yeah, I remember when he fought our golden boy, he was like, don't pull a knife on a Klingonite. Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
he
Oh wait, that's
he
Paul
kicked
Giamatti.
him.
What are
He
you
kicked him
doing?
super hard,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, so whatever he is, he's got a lot more power.
Hmm.
Um, and then of course we get Caleb's breakdown when he's dealing with the young girl from the ambassador or whatever when they're like seeing the whale and stuff, like nice little tender moment. I was like, oh look, oh. And then he's like, I've been getting beat up all my life. I was like, you know what, I can take this, I can roll with this. I'm down, I'm here, I don't
And I'm glad
mind.
they referenced the whales. I really am. Because the voyage home gets a little too much hate, from my opinion.
Yeah, and see, honestly, I don't even remember that movie. I remember seeing it because my mom took me to see it, but I do not remember that movie. I don't remember. I don't
Wow,
remember
going back to the
any of those.
1980s and getting whales.
All I remember there was one movie where they had the Borg in it, and like I vaguely remember that. I don't
Oh
remember any of those
my
movies.
God, that was the Next Generation movie. Yeah, Star Trek 4 was an original cast movie.
Ah,
And they had to go back to the 80s to get whales because whales had been hunted to extinction. And there was kind of a celestial that was looking at Earth, checking to see what was on it. And it's like, oh, you ain't got whales. We got to destroy you. And they're like, hold up. Let me go get some.
whoa,
And yeah,
whoa, that's the
that's the plot of Star Trek 4. So the
wow,
fact that they
that's the
brought up,
line for. I
yeah,
guess like, oh, you
yeah,
don't have whales?
yeah,
Why?
pretty,
Why should
yeah.
y'all even exist?
Yeah, pretty much. I
Wow.
mean, that was the line it crossed, and you never got Y's because the only time you ever got a Y from one of the original Star Trek movies was Wrath of Khan. Outside of that, it's just like this is just something that happens. Okay, the
Yeah.
the crew's got to steal a ship, but I don't know if you saw Star Trek 5. Um,
See.
but that's how. Or no, they had the Klingon ship from Star Trek 3 because Star
Okay.
Trek 3, the Enterprise got destroyed. They took the Klingon ship of Christopher Lloyd and all that stuff. And yeah, the Earth was in peril as they were about to come back and face trial. And they're like, oh, but we're in peril and we ain't got no whales. And Kirk and the crew were like, we'll be back. you know?
Don't worry, we got this.
Like, we're just gonna we're gonna slingshot around the sun, go back in time, and get some whales before our trial. Okay, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
do they ever explain how they transported such large
Yes,
creatures? Oh, they
yeah,
did. Okay.
yes. They
I
did.
mean, I guess they could have took babies. They didn't have to have the full-grown adults. I mean,
You
I guess
you
a
could
whale is a whale. I guess.
check out Star Trek 4. It's 90 minutes. It's campy. It's fun. Um, And it was one of the last time that the original series crew actually worked together. I think Star
Mm.
Trek 5, no, that was the Undiscovered Country. Star Trek 6 was the last time they did.
Okay, okay.
And I didn't like 6, but that was
Oh,
the passing of the baton to the Next Generation crew.
okay,
Because
gotcha.
was in it. And, so yeah. He was playing Worf's grandfather, Worf. So it's Worf, son of Moog, and Moog, son of Worf. So yeah. But yeah, it wasn't all that great. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Star Trek 4 was the last of the fun.
Okay. Now, back to this. Thinking of the school, you just made me think about like, what is Star Trek? Is Star Trek a military, or is the Federation a military organization, or are they explorers? And then, or are they kind of colonizers to a certain degree?
Um,
I mean, no, but also,
it, it's weird, and that's one of the things I like about Strange New Worlds, because it's tackling that. Because it's like, join the Federation, and you keep your culture, you do this stuff, you obey our laws, and we'll hook you up with stuff. But for the most part, we'll leave you alone.
yeah.
Is what
So
it
it's
is.
it's like colonial light.
It's kind of like a half-hearted conquest of the Mongols.
Hmm.
Because after the Mongols took over somewhere, they would leave and they'd just be like, oh, we'll be back every once in a while for taxes, but you do your thing. But no, when we come in for taxes, you're paying the taxes or we're going to burn the whole place to the ground. Other than that, you do you.
Yeah, because at least the Federation, you can leave the Federation if you want. So I
Yeah,
mean that. So I guess that it's yeah. So it's like a light version, isn't that? Isn't
yeah,
that?
exactly. It's,
And see, the
it's, I
thing
think it's
is,
kind of like NATO. It's a lot more like NATO, where it's like, you'll have our back, we'll have your back. We ain't going out there starting none. You shouldn't go out there starting none. But if somebody starts something with us, then we expect you to show up. In the
yeah.
meantime, have some replicators, have some medicine. Let us know what you need. We
Oh
got
yeah, because the medicine in Star Trek is awesome.
you, bruh.
Oh, shouts out to the doctor was like, how did you get a tapeworm or some kind of
Yeah.
flatworm or something? And he was just like, click, you're
How did
healed,
you
no
get that
problem.
in your stomach? And okay, I don't care what you've been doing, but really, just click, get out of my line. And in truth, if this is the doctor for this show, I love it.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had a doctor like McCoy for a very long time. And what I mean by that, because McCoy was the worst doctor, um, most of the doctors that we've had since the show in the 60s, they've all been compassionate and had a good bedside manner. Um, and I like the idea of the doctor that will call you stupid while healing. Um, it's
Like, what were
I
you
have a lot of
doing?
friends.
How did you get this?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are nurses. Okay, and my favorite nurses are the ER nurses on the graveyard shift, where it's like, let me get this straight. You got drunk and decided to change your light sockets at 2 o'clock in the morning. And of course, you couldn't cut the power to the house. So now you've executed yourself and you're at my desk. Next time, do yourself and me a favor.
And me
And
a
if
favor.
you and if you decide to get drunk and change light sockets, start with
Don't.
the dollhouse. Just start with the dollhouse first, or change light sockets at a friend's house across town, so you're not brought to my office. That's
Oh man.
and that's what I got from this doctor. Like, how did you even? You know what? Don't tell me. Here's your shot.
It's like
Next.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
And
It,
if you want some horror stories, just talk to a nurse. Like, if you find out someone's a nurse, and we all know a nurse or three,
yeah.
just ask. So, what are the three things? Like, what are the three occurrences at your job that keep you up at night? And they will tell you.
Yeah, it like I've heard like a little bit from a well, this isn't really a nurse from an EMT, but like some of the stuff they see at these these wrecks and accidents, It's wild. Like,
Well,
because I
see,
mean, because
that's
they're
the
not showing
glory.
up to just like fender benders. They're
No,
showing up to like,
yeah, no.
this car is wrapped around a tree, and some
EMTs
bad
get
stuff has happened.
EMTs get gore.
Yeah,
Nurses get bizarre.
it's like, how did you do this?
Seriously, it's
But
and if we get any nurses watching this, just know that I myself, Solar Gray, the cinematic sorcerer, and all of Back in the Deck Productions, we see you.
yes,
Because the number one question that most nurses have to ask over the course of their life was, what made you think? That's it. Like, that's, those 4 words that a nurse can never ask. So when I saw the doctor and the intake scene, I'm like, okay, if this
I
is
like
what
them.
she's like, I'm on board. I can watch a whole show of her.
And see,
So,
when I saw him, I was like, when they made the reference about Prodigy, that made me notice. Oh, he's the same guy. Oh, okay. It's not like this isn't another one. This is the same. I was like, cool. We're here.
yeah.
So yeah. I dig the show. It's a lot of fun. It's already proven to be a lot of fun. I'm interested in where they're going to go with this. I don't know what the threat is going to be because, of course, we're sort of back at home, but we
Mhm.
are now putting, what is it? I guess the capital of whatever of the Federation in the
Yeah, we got San Francisco on the crosshairs. We still have programmable matter.
yeah.
We still got ships that break into different pieces. What's your
Yo,
thought?
my favorite book ship is still my favorite ship of like yo, I want that. Book ship was dope.
So, what's your thought on the Athena?
I really like the design. I know I'm new Star Trek. I know old school people gonna be like, I hate it. It sucks. I like the fact that it like fans out and the like, I was like, this is dope.
See,
And
I'm
then even the
split on.
little pin with the little fins on
Yeah,
it or whatever, I thought it was dope. But I know.
I like the design. Okay, I
Mhm.
like that it has 3 phases of separation. I think that's cool. I think that's a really good homage. However,
Mhm.
I think it would be a lot cooler if they turned it around.
Oh,
The wings were in front. I think that would look dope while it flies.
yo.
Yeah, you see
Now, of
what I
course,
mean?
that would fundamentally change, how the purists want their
Yeah, I
ships to
know.
look. But
You know? But I think it
I
would look,
agree with you. I would like that.
yeah,
I
because
would definitely agree with.
it
I
gives
would like
me
that.
because it gives the artistic impression that it would be cutting through space
Yeah,
versus floating. You
yeah.
know, and
That would be cool. And it
but I
would.
do like the new badges. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I like the design.
Oh
Just
yeah.
give
And
it that badge.
shouts out to like the clothes, like all the Star Trek clothes. Ever since the J.J. Abrams movies, I've liked the Star Trek clothes. Like the
Um,
jackets and stuff. I've
they
liked the Star
worked
Trek clothes. Like, you
so
know
hard.
what?
Yeah,
Go
they
ahead.
worked so hard on that. Um, like, in the Star Trek community, shouts out Andre Atkins for being a serious follower of all this stuff. Um, he's a big dude in the Star Trek community, like
Yeah.
does conventions and stuff. So he knows that I'm about to bring up the Picard.
Oh, what happened? Oh,
Star Trek season 2, they were still working out. They were still working out the costumes, and they just couldn't get the shirts to sit right. So every time Picard stood up, it was on screen. Bring this up, you know. And the next season they had jackets. So
oh. See, I thought that was just something like how military type
that
guys
was a
always.
wardrobe malfunction because the show
Oh,
didn't have the funding that it wanted. So I mean
see, I
that
always thought it was like the straight laced kind of military, like all
now
the
the
time.
shirts would right up when they sat down, so he would stand up.
Ah, okay.
That's the Picard. The Riker is the one leg up lean, as he does that.
Yo, he swore he was cool back in the day.
You know what? He was. He had the one leg up lean. He had the I'm just gonna step over the back of this
Oh,
chair before
well,
I
yeah,
sit
then
down.
sit over the back of the chair. Oh, you couldn't tell him nothing back then,
Yeah,
boy. He
yeah.
was
So,
sitting backwards. Oh, it's over.
oh no, not when he was sitting backwards, but when he was sitting forward, he just stepped over the back
Yeah,
leg to sit down. That's I believe that's the the Riker two, because the Riker
not the
1,
record
I've
too.
got one leg up and I'm leaning, and the second is I'm just gonna step over this chair and all right, so we're talking, you know. But yeah, I mean, he was too cool for
It's
school.
like I'm approachable. I'm the cool, approachable guy.
Well, his job was the first officer, so he was the one that talked to the crew the most. Um,
Yeah,
it was
when
his
people
job.
had beefs and stuff. Yeah, because now I think about it, I can't think of a time like ships don't have like an HR.
Yeah, they
They,
do.
they
It's
do.
called first officer.
Oh, no, you know what I mean by HR.
I know, and I'm telling you, that's exactly what they do. It's captain doesn't talk to the crew at all, and then the crew goes up their chain of command. But your master sergeant is going to be talking to the first officer. The first officer is the one that gives the orders. He's the one that talks to the sergeants. You know, like that's the whole thing. But
Yeah,
yeah, the first officer is the head of HR, essentially. That's the
yeah, it's
job.
like this. Come to him, then he has to go to the captain and be like, look, man.
No, no. Yeah, it's his
Oh,
job
really?
to keep the little stuff off the captain's desk while the captain handles administration.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, yeah, Starfleet talks to Picard. Picard makes a decision, says what's going to happen with the ship, tells Riker, and Riker gets it done. Now, if there's problems in the lower ranks, they have to go to Riker first. So Troy goes to Riker, or
I'm sure she do.
or Odo. Odo goes to Kira. Um, freaking O'Brien goes to Kira. Dr.
Oh
Bajir
yeah, O'Brien. Shouts out
goes
to
to
O'Brien.
Kira. Yeah, they all go to Kira. They never go to Cisco. Because it's Cisco's job to talk to admirals, dignitaries, and heads of state. He has bigger things on his plate. Go talk to Kira. You know.
I don't want to hear about, you and so don't get along. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's and if anybody got to the captain, then it's the first officer that's on the chopping block, because it's, why do I know this person's name other than reading their record?
Ooh, that's cold. But
Like, why are they talking to me? Like,
well,
you
see,
didn't
that's
see the
that's a
comment?
little different. That's why, like, another thing, this kind of breaks ranks a little bit because we have Captain Nala
Mhm.
talking to Caleb like about just regular stuff all the time. But I know this is also school, so it's a little different. Like she's a
No,
captain, but she's also
personally
like
invested.
hmm?
Personally invested.
Got you.
She's like, I ruined your family. I brought you here.
Yeah,
You got my ear.
got
Sam
you.
can't talk to me. Sam talks to the doctor.
And
Genesis.
the doctor doesn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, Genesis talks to number one. Everybody talks to number one. You know. But Simba gets to talk to Nala. And that's just how the whole thing is. And if Paramount didn't know that this comparison was going to be made when they named this character, then
Yeah,
that ain't my fault.
yeah. It's not our
Um,
fault. I mean, you named her Nala. Like you had to know, like sooner or
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, no.
come on.
As long as we don't have a Dr. Rafiki, I'm good. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing on that. That's the ship's HR. It did start to feel like Star Trek halfway through the first episode. What I liked about that first episode was okay, we got a serious threat. Because when she was like, Red Alert, raise the shields, I know for a fact, because I watched Enterprise, that Red Alert automatically raises the shields and arms the torpedoes and all that stuff. But okay, they needed to put the ship in danger. But I like that the antagonist was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna take your ship." like this is what's happening right
He's
now.
like, I'm just taking shit. I'm not trying to do anything else.
I'm taking your warp core, and I'm a pirate. That's just what's going on. That's what's gonna happen. But I like the fact that our main character, Caleb, put the ship and the crew in danger, got some people killed,
Oh yeah, did get some people killed. You're right.
and it was like, for once, there were consequences that weren't the plot of the story. Because most of the time, when there are consequences, that's the whole episode. It is, this thing happened, and now there's a trial, and we are going to do the whole trial. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm wrong.
they did it in Strange New Worlds, so
And this one was, oh no, the ship was in danger because of something you did. Now, normally you would be court-martialed. I was able to pull some strings, so here's your choice. You actually have a choice. You can stay 90 days and do 100 hours of menial service. Here's a toothbrush, we have a holodeck, and we have a latrine.
And you know that holodeck. I know they try to pretty up on the show, but I'm pretty sure that holodeck is going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be soiled.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, woe be the holodeck mopper.
Holodeck just come in there with a hose, man. Just hose that whole place down with like ammonia and bleach, and just hose it all down.
Or there's the door. You gonna be out there, and we're still trying to find your mom. Remember, but this one's in your court. You actually have a choice to make. These are your options, and they both suck. But you gotta choose. And he's like, I'll do the 90 days. Now, I might walk after that 90 days, but I'll check it out, But I like the fact that, yeah, there was a whole plot brought on by somebody being stupid. Yeah. And then it was followed up with, you were stupid. But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the chef.
And then also making sure that everyone kind of knew about it. Like when Paul Giamatti played the tape, and then so that's something that's going to kind of stick with them for a while.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like, oh no, we ain't letting you forget this. So I kind of like that, and I think that's something they learned from Discovery. Because can we talk about the online discourse?
See, I didn't even. All right, so I'll say this honestly, I didn't know there was an online discourse because I didn't know this show was out yet. I knew they were making the show, but I didn't know it was out. So I looked up, I was like, oh, the show is out. I need to watch it. So I didn't know, but okay, all right. So we know basically Star Trek, the one thing that Star Trek and Star Wars have together is that they have a racist fan base, boy. And I'm pretty sure they were mad because there's like two black people. There's like
a sexist one.
Oh, say it again?
And a sexist one.
Oh, and so sexist and sexist one. And there's two black people on the screen with a dude that's brown enough. So yeah, I knew there was. I was like, when I saw that, yeah, they're gonna be mad at this show. Then also the fact that we have another captain that's a woman, I knew they was gonna be mad at that too. So I know. Also, here's the thing. I also know that I can almost guarantee that that Paramount, just like Disney, is going to pretend like their fan bases aren't racist. So we've been through this before. So have I heard the online discourse? No. Do I know what it is already? Yes.
No. Yeah.
Have I? No. Do I already know what it is? I'm almost absolutely sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
again, this is the period, worst period, Star Trek show period. But
Oh
there's a
yeah.
second part about the Star Trek fan base, which is the ones who are quick to jump on and be like, "This is terrible" and all that stuff. They want violence because it's the same folks that was saying the same stuff about Strange New Worlds, where it's like, "This is a space show and there's spaceships and there should be fighting and action and blah blah blah,"
But
and
they were
nothing.
fighting in. They did fight in Strange New
I
Worlds. They
know.
had.
Yeah, but see, these people don't want the philosophical stuff.
Oh.
They don't want the morality. They just want them fights. They want to
Yeah,
go.
because they don't. They don't want to be told.
Bad
Because
guys
Star
with-
Trek is going to tell you that you're a bad person,
No,
and
they're
that
not
you need
telling
to.
you
Star
that
Trek.
you're a bad person.
Very in general, Star Trek is going to tell you that you need to rise to your higher self and
Yes.
morality and love everybody and work for the greater good of society. And you know that ain't you. And hit dogs are going to holler. And that's like, come on, man. We know. I haven't even seen the online discourse, and I know. I already know what it is.
You know, I mean, yes, Star Trek is we can be better. Let's try it.
Let's try it.
You know,
So, but no,
And-
I haven't heard it, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
yeah, and it's gonna be out there. And I'm going, look, if y'all want a show with violence, pew pew, no thinking, just cool special effects and stuff like that, watch a cartoon. You know, watch a cartoon and quit asking for a show that's never been that to be that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Star Trek, well, all like if you're anyone who watches my movie reviews, I talk about what we can learn from, because all media has messages. All media, no matter what. Comic books have always been political, ever, since ever, forever, ever. So all these things have messages. What messages are they sending? What can we learn from them? Now, in this case, Star Trek has always sent messages. They have always had messages of basically like, kind of like, we can work together. We can, go further with our society, our technology,
Go
and
together than
it's,
we do by segregation. All
yeah,
this
it's always had that message. The difference is you were able to overlook it because there were basically no black people ever around, no Asian people, and if they were so minor. You could be like, oh well, there's a white guy in charge. It's all right. So now, every now and again, there's not a white guy in charge. So the anger comes out, especially when you have on screen two black people and a dude that's brown enough. And like I say, brown enough is, for them, is brown enough. So we know it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna just enjoy the show. I'm gonna enjoy the show. I like it. It's cool. I think this show should have came out a long time ago, but I'm glad that we have it now. The only thing that I haven't really dug from Star Trek recently is the movie, because I think that we got shortchanged. I thought we were supposed to get a show, and what is it,
movie.
the Black Ops movie.
District 13 or 13, Unit 13 or something.
Yeah, Unit 13 or
I
whatever.
thought it was going to be a show as well.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be a show. So I felt like we got shortchanged on that. And it seemed rushed. But outside of that, like, I've been digging Discovery since day one, Strange New Worlds. I didn't like Picard, but I do think it was produced well. Like, I didn't like it, but what I'm saying, it's still, it looked like they put quality into it. They didn't really grab me with it. But I mean, if you look at the new Star Trek, what I like, four things out of 5 things, or 6 things out of 8 things, or whatever. So they're still all right with me. Like, Prodigy is dope, Lower Decks is dope. Like, so I've been digging it. But of course, I understand the online discourse. I already know 4chan, Reddit, Twitter. I know what they're saying. I know what Facebook is already saying, because I was there when Discovery first started. And I remember being excited about Discovery, and then actually going online and be like, "Oh man, this show is so cool!" And then it was like, "Oh."
Yeah, seriously. It's just,
I was like, "Oh, y'all aren't happy about this show."
no, they weren't.
And then I was like, oh, "Okay, there's a great." Then I also noticed there was a great divide between. Okay, it seems like newer Trek fans seem to like Discovery. And it seems like older Trek fans that basically was like, look, there needs to be a white guy in charge of this. Like, they were not feeling it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I dug it, and I'm pretty sure I know what the online discourse is.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Unfortunately.
So I wish times were different, but at the same time, this is not new to Star Trek as well.
Okay.
This is not. Star Trek has been fighting this fight since the 60s. Okay.
Oh, really?
Dude, William Shatner and Nichelle Nichols shared the first mutual kiss on television. The very first one. There were none before that. CBS almost tried to cancel the show.
Word? Wow. Okay.
And
man.
Yeah.
See, CBS trying to keep that WS going. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Exactly. That's just how it went. So the fact that Star Trek, like, there was a special shout out to the original show when they did the first pan shot of the students at Starfleet Academy.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had a face that was half black and half white.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
You didn't know to look. You didn't know to look because you started at Deep Space Nine. But in 1967, okay, there was an episode, I forgot the name of the episode, but essentially it was a planet at war. It was at Civil War because the species were humanoid. It was starring Frank Gorshin because, same network that owned Batman. They were at war because certain members of the population had black on the left and the other parts had black on the right. And Kirk and the crew ended up getting caught up in it.
I know the message that you guys were sending, and you're absolutely right on the message you guys were sending, but I'm sure America did not get that message or the lesson.
Oh no, America got it. America got it.
Or they got it and they didn't learn what the writers expected them to learn from it. And
but it's not that they didn't get the lesson, and this is actually my point.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek has always been this. Always. Okay, from the night. This is literally the 60-year anniversary of this franchise.
Yep.
Okay, it started in 1966,
and we dealing with the same dumb stuff.
But and it's been saying the same thing since 1966. In fact, and this is the thing that made Star Trek Star Trek. The original bridge crew was a diverse cast. Okay, I mean, it literally was a Russian, a Canadian, a black woman, an alien, a Scotsman, and a Russian in 1966. It was pretty much saying Earth got its crap together, and this is what we can do. Okay?
This is what we can do.
Yeah, this is what we can do, and this is what we can do if we get our crap together. There's even an alien here that's saying, you guys kind of got your crap together. Let's keep doing this thing. That's always been Star Trek's message. Star Wars was a fairy tale. Star Trek was a dream.
And before anyone gets mad, there's Star Wars has its deep themes but it's just different. It's just different.
It starts
because I want to give my Star Wars folks some love because Star Trek people get on their high horse sometimes like Star Wars is for dumb people. So I want to give my Star Wars folks some love. There's deeper themes, but it's different. It deals with the morality and stuff on the inside as far as like dark and light side and stuff like that. But
Star Wars deals with the mega concept. Mega good, mega evil. And we easily know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. And as more of a Trekkie than a warhead, I'm a Whovian first, I can say without a doubt, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay?
Yeah,
Um, the
because I was
best
like, I don't
movie
want my Star
trilogy,
Wars fans being mad about it. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
the best movie trilogy of all time had clear good guys good, bad guys bad. Clear. Okay? And I'm talking The Lord of the Rings. Okay? There was no moral gray area. There was
Yeah,
no ambiguity.
it's very clear who the bad guys are in that one.
And the importance of being good and the importance of fighting for freedom. And Star Wars was always about fighting for freedom against oppression. And the bad guys were oppressors, and that was it. And I'm talking from May 24th, 1977, when, you know, we got a weapon that'll destroy your home planet. Give us the code. Fine. Here are the codes. We'll make a way. Boy, you're too trusting, and we're going to destroy your planet anyway. Why? Because we're evil. That's
Because we're
why.
bad people.
You know? And it was about redemption. So Star Wars has good stuff in it. Good stuff. I saw Empire Strikes Back in the theaters, and that's what inspired me to learn magic in the first place. So it's good stuff. It's just different.
Yeah, it's just very different.
Star Trek brings philosophical conversations to everyday dilemmas. Star Wars says good guys win, bad guys lose. Again, different things, different conversations. Okay? And understand, I'm a Warhammer 40K player, and that has no good guys. None. That's just bad guys win, worse guys win, and you're stuck in the middle. All right. So yeah, if it sounds like I'm getting on a high horse about Star Trek and Star Wars, no, I don't. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. What I am saying though is I know which fiction I would like to live in more.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't really. I mean, let's be honest. None of us really want to live in any of these worlds outside of maybe Star Trek. Like, you don't. Like, as much as I love X-Men, I don't want to be an X-Men. I don't. I don't.
Are you kidding?
If it's not Orcus, it's Modoc. If it's not Modoc, it's the government got some bug up there. If it's not that, there's somebody messing with the Sentinels again. If it's not that, then somebody coming from space either want our help or are angry with us. Or if it's not that, Avengers are knocking on our door. Like, you don't really want to. And if you're in Star Wars, you're always dealing with is my soul darkening? If it's not, am I making sure that my circle isn't darkening? I'm making this move, if I'm making this move to save someone, do I have to do something that darkens my soul? Because of course, what is it? Fear leads to hate, and hate leads to anger. So it's like you're always trying, because you're always like, am I the bad guys? Am I now the bad guys? I mean, it happened to Quinlan Voss after whatchamacallit died.
You're only talking about Jedi as far as.
I'm only talking about Jedi. We got the pirates.
I live in the Star Wars universe because unless you're a Jedi with the Order or super rich, life sucks for you.
Yeah, because you're between the pirates and the Empire or the First Order or whoever, and it doesn't seem like they're letting you decide whether you want to be part of it.
Planet,
Yeah, or you're a dirt farmer, so or moisture farmer or whatever. It's like, so it's you don't really want to live in these worlds. Like, I mean, they're cool to watch, but I don't know if we want to live in them. Like, Blade Runner looks cool, but do you want to live in Blade Runner?
No. Oh God, no.
Ghost in the Shell looks cool. Do you want to live in Ghost in the Shell?
No. But I know I probably will. But but no, I mean that's just we're being real with y'all. We're just being real with y'all. One universe is not better than another. I know. I wouldn't mind living in the Marvel universe because I wouldn't be a mutant. I'd just be a dude.
Just as long, it seems like if you don't live in New York City, you might be alright.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, just don't live in New York City.
you know,
Like,
yeah,
just pick another city.
you know,
And just in case, don't pick San Francisco or LA either. Like, pick,
you could say that for Gotham or Metropolis in DC.
yeah. Like, pretty much just pick somewhere like a smaller city, like St. Louis or something. It's still a
It's
city,
Cincinnati.
you know.
Nothing happens in Cincinnati. You got
Yep,
WKRP,
that's it.
and that's it.
So it's like because you think in your mind, oh man, Marvel is so cool, man. I wish I had powers. No, you don't, because the government always hates you. Then, but at the same time, they want you to get up and stop whatever spaceship is coming. The sky opens up, and now they're calling your phone, like, hey, I know we hate you and everything, and we spit in your face every time we get a chance, but can you come and fight for us? No, no, all right, no.
That's America. that's being the superhero in America.
Oh yeah, because we never really know what like the superheroes in like I don't know, like Guatemala are doing.
Oh no, we know what Canada does.
Yeah, we do know what Canada does.
And we know what the UK does because we got the whole Excalibur and Captain Britain Corps.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. So we do know a little bit.
Civil War thing went to Paris.
But I mean, we don't know what like Ghana is doing, Philippines or nothing. We don't know.
No.
I guess they're just kicking it. They're like, oh, somebody else will get it.
Hey, you know what? And I think they're under the protection of Wakanda too. So
Yeah, it'll be all right.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, guys, we've gone long. So I'm gonna throw it. Solar. Final thoughts about the show in general, and where do you think we're going with this show?
Final thoughts had me shook for the first 5 minutes. Then it found its footing, and I'm like, all right, I am interested to see this. Where do I think it's going? I don't know, because this is post-Discovery. So the universe itself is darker, and I think it's going to keep following what effect the Federation actually has, which I think is good. I think it's good because just this is the media literacy part talking. Over the past 7 years, the whole thing about Star Trek in particular, and I've heard people complaining about this for decades, is there is no way humanity can be this good. And there's no way that the Federation would work. There's still bad people out there, and the bad people are going to do bad things, and this is all post 9/11 thinking. And I think that this show, along with Discovery and Strange New Worlds, is really showing the whole thing of we can get better, but it's going to be hard. At least this first season is you grew up hating us. Now you're going to learn our ways. We're going to help you find your mom. You're going to have a whole bunch of choices, but you can be better, and here's the opportunity. So that's going to be an interesting thing to watch play out. But as far as the overall show is going to go, I don't know. I really hope it does the thing that Star Trek does, which is, yeah, the world is dark, but if the Federation can show that they're good, then they can convince others to be good, and so on and so forth. And then we'll just be down to two threats like we normally are. Be it the Romulans and Klingons, be it the Romulans and the Founders, be it the Borg and Species 31, be it the Romular and Borg. I mean, I know it's not Species 31, but give me some gray shell. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So I think that would actually be kind of cool, because I actually started enjoying the end of Discovery where they're rebuilding the Federation.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because it was like the other Star Trek shows we open up and the Federation is very established. They've been doing their thing for a while. Then we got Enterprise that was showing the initial building of the Federation and the hurdles that it had to go on. But Archer was really, 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 really good. And the Federation was altruistic, if not a little stupid. But Discovery gave us a little bit more of what the rest of the universe or the rest of the galaxy thought about the ideals of the Federation. And so if this is a continuation of that, then I'm looking forward to seeing it, because it gives us new aliens, new technology, political pushback from planets that are more reflective of today than the 1990s or the 1960s, you know? So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. But you guys can actually find me on my YouTube channel. It's taken me a little bit longer to get my live streams and stuff going again. So we're looking at the beginning of February. And that'll be twitch.tv/BID_P. And of course, you can find me on Instagram at Back in the Deck. That is at symbol BACKINTHEDECK.
That's what's up. That's what's up. On my side, love the show. I think by the end of this season, we find Mom. I think we find her by the end of the season, maybe like 1 or 2 episodes before the finale. But I think when we find her, it's not what Caleb expects. For whatever reason, I don't think it's going to be what he expects or what Nala expects. So yeah, I think that is where we're going to be going with that. As far as the overarching, like where we're going for the show, I think what we're going to end up getting is a brand new crew for a brand new ship. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what we're getting. Brand new crew for a new ship, and then another show. But you never know. Never know.
We'll see. We'll see.
That could be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because then we could be like, hey, we grew up with them. Well, kind of grew up with them. They, you know, we saw their start, and now they're out. They got their own ship. They're out doing their own thing.
I think they're going to be the crew of the Athena on that trip.
Okay.
Because we're going to need a few seasons to see what the Athena can actually do.
Oh yeah, because we have no idea what the Athena could do. I mean, she looks cool, but we don't know what she could do. And this also means that the Discovery is still out there somewhere doing things, because it says
the scary ship in the Federation. Yeah,
it says that this is sometime during season 4, which means season 5, which is remember like the weird, like I guess, kind of non-verbal aliens or whatever. We had to go over to it. So that hasn't happened yet. At least I don't think so. So that hasn't happened yet. So there's tons that we can weave and interweave without. So I'd love to see where we go, especially when we see Burnham's son in the. So I'm very interested to see where we go. But with that said, of course, I'll leave us with this, because of course, you know, they talk about how dark this is, and how, you know, how can the Federation do this, and, you know, there's so many bad people. We're not saying that the Federation does not have jail. We're not saying like they do have jail, so the bad people do things, but they stop them. And yes, this can be a darker universe or a darker time, but I'll leave you with this. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. That's right. Has not overcome it. Shouts out to John. He knew what he was talking about. But anyway, that doesn't mean that the darkness ain't going to try. All right. Because darkness be trying. But it will not overcome it as long as you stay light. All right. Be the light. All right. Learn it. There you go. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time that you're unfortunately. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you guys for subscribing. I forgot to ask you earlier, but you hit the button on your own.
See, awesome. There you go. Until the next time that your ship is hit with programmable matter, and you gotta scramble to figure something out, and maybe spacewalk without any type of gear. We're just saying, peace. That's right. We out.